Narcissistic abuse can have long-lasting effects on a person's mental and emotional well-being. This type of abuse often involves manipulation, gaslighting, and emotional trauma, as I'm sure you are already aware. Those who have experienced narcissistic abuse may struggle with low self-esteem, anxiety, and difficulty trusting others. It's important to recognize the signs and understand the impact they can have on your life. You are not alone in this journey, and there is hope for a brighter future beyond the pain of this type of abuse. If you or someone you know is struggling with narcissistic abuse, know that we can provide you with 5 very actionable steps starting today. According to Psychology Today, healing from narcissistic abuse involves acknowledgement, setting boundaries, learning self-compassion, focusing on self-care, and seeking therapy. So, as promised, let's get started as we will guide you through these 5 important steps to healing. Number 1 is acknowledgement. This means acknowledging what was experienced was indeed emotional abuse, which is a significant step towards healing. Licensed clinical social workers agree that acknowledgement allows individuals to recognize and accept the emotions triggered by the abuse, such as guilt, fear, and pain. That means you can begin to let go of the blame you are probably putting on yourself. Denial is a form of self-protection, and it's perfectly normal that you might resist acknowledgement of the relationship in the beginning. That said, you do need to accept the reality so you can heal. By acknowledging these emotions, individuals can begin the process of self-compassion and understanding, which are essential components. Number 2 is setting healthy relationship boundaries, starting with a no-contact rule. Do you want to shock your narcissist abuser into a tailspin? Implementing a no-contact rule is a crucial step in healing and a perfect starting point. This boundary serves as a protective measure to safeguard your emotional well-being and regain a sense of control over your life, and the narcissist will be shocked because they think they still have control. Here's an example of how the no-contact boundary can be applied. Imagine a scenario where an individual, let's call her Emily, has experienced prolonged emotional manipulation and psychological abuse from a narcissistic partner. Despite numerous attempts to communicate her boundaries, the partner continues to disregard her emotional well-being and persistently violates her boundaries. In this situation, Emily realizes that the most effective way to protect herself is to enforce a no-contact boundary with her narcissistic partner. By implementing the no-contact rule, Emily consciously chooses to cut off all communication and interaction with the narcissistic individual. This includes blocking their phone number, refraining from responding to emails or messages, and avoiding physical encounters. Through this decisive action, Emily creates a safe and secure space for herself, free from the toxic influence of the narcissistic abuser. Do you see how powerful this first step is? Hit the like button if you agree. Next is number 3, which is learning self-compassion. When someone has experienced narcissistic abuse, they may find themselves blaming themselves and critiquing the behaviors that contributed to the relationship. However, it's important to remind oneself that how someone treats them is not their fault. Recognizing signs of healing and being proud of the progress made are crucial steps in the recovery process. Creating mantras to use when feeling down, such as reminding oneself of their strength, deserving love, and bravery for getting out of the relationship, can also aid in healing. Number 4 is self-care. This may seem obvious, but it's overlooked too often. Self-care means doing things that help you meet your own physical and emotional needs. Our mind and body are connected, so working on both areas of your life can help you feel stronger, braver, healthier, and more ready to take on the world. Now grab a pen and write these down, or take a screenshot so you have these self-care starting points. You should be focusing on the following. Start by eating healthier. A healthy diet breeds a healthy mind. Next, focus on reducing your stress levels. This can start by getting enough sleep. Practicing mindfulness, yoga, or other relaxation techniques can help. Take time to do things you enjoy, but also try connecting or reconnecting with people in your life who are positive. Try to fit some physical activity into your day. Number 5 is seeking professional help and support. Therapy and counseling. Consider seeking therapy or counseling to process trauma, develop coping strategies, and work on rebuilding your self-esteem. Therapists and licensed clinical social workers can provide a safe and supportive space to address the root causes of emotional distress and help you achieve the first 4 steps to healing we just covered. Healing is a process, and it's okay to take your time. Surround yourself with supportive people and engage in activities that bring you joy. Remember, healing is possible, and you deserve to reclaim your sense of self-worth. Now that you have 5 tools to set the groundwork for your journey to recovery, let's take a little quiz on implementing these tools. What role does acknowledgement play in self-forgiveness? Is it A, acknowledgement that your abuser is a real dirtbag, or B, a recognition of harm and emotions? The correct answer is a recognition of harm and emotions, even though the abuser is a dirtbag. Why? Because recognizing the harm caused by the abuse and the emotions it has triggered is the reality of the abuse and its impact. Now individuals can begin to understand the depth of their emotional distress, which is essential for initiating the process of self-forgiveness. Okay, the next question is, what role does setting boundaries play in self-forgiveness? Is it A, getting away can help rekindle feelings? Or B, protection from further harm? The answer is B. Rekindling feelings just puts you back to the abuser when you need to protect yourself from further harm, manipulation, or abuse. If you are finding this information helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel as we continue our series on narcissism. I encourage you to comment below with your thoughts on the topic and the actions you will take first on your journey to healing. Your input can inspire others who may be going through a similar experience. We put together proven ways to outsmart a narcissist. Be sure to check it out. Remember, healing is within reach, and you have the strength to overcome narcissistic abuse. Start by implementing the steps we went through and remember to take care of yourself. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.